Was the March increase in China's holdings just a flash in the pan? China resumed selling U.S. government bonds in April. China resumed selling U.S. government bonds in April after a rare increase in holdings in March, according to the U.S. Treasury Department's International Capital Report released on Thursday. The report showed that China's holdings of U.S. Treasuries fell by $400 million to $868.9 billion in April, the 10th monthly decline over the past year. In contrast, foreign investors overall increased their holdings of U.S. Treasuries slightly in April to $7.581 trillion, up from $7.564 trillion in March. Of the top 8 foreign creditors to the U.S., 5, including China, the UK, Belgium, Switzerland, and the Cayman Islands, reduced their holdings in April, while Japan, Luxembourg, and Canada increased their holdings. Japan remained the largest foreign holder of U.S. Treasuries in April, with holdings rising to $1.1272 trillion, the highest level since August 2022. The 10-year U.S. Treasury yield fell in April, from 3.524% at the start of the month to 3.424% at the end, with a low point of 3.253% on April 6 and a high point of 3.639% on April 19. The report also showed that foreign investors' net purchases of long-term and short-term U.S. securities and bank flows totaled $48.4 billion in April, with private foreign investors accounting for a net inflow of $2.5 billion and official foreign entities accounting for a net inflow of $45.9 billion. Foreign residents increased their holdings of long-term U.S. securities by a net $97.6 billion in April, with private foreign investors accounting for a net inflow of $59.4 billion and official foreign entities accounting for a net inflow of $37.3 billion. U.S. residents reduced their holdings of long-term foreign securities by a net $30.2 billion. Taking into account international and U.S. long-term securities, foreign residents' net purchases of U.S. long-term securities were $127.8 billion in April. Foreign holdings of U.S. Treasury bills fell by $44.9 billion in April, while foreign holdings of short-term U.S. securities and other custody liabilities denominated in U.S. dollars fell by $14.1 billion. U.S. banks' net U.S. dollar-denominated liabilities to foreign residents fell by $65.2 billion.